I have to give it like a pause to make sure that you appear on the screen.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Now, go.
Okay, well, hopefully audio's working. We're just fixing some behind the scenes stuff. So, hi everybody. I'm Mandy, and I'm here with Suzanne.
Hi, everybody. Hopefully, no robot today,
I
right?
mean, you
Because the
sound
last
good
stream
to
I was
me.
on, okay. Mandy did a lot of work to make me sound apparently semi normal, which arguably could be a downgrade for your experience and entertainment. But, we do
No
what we
more
must.
requests. No more requests for
I
the
know.
bully.
No more. Oh, good gravy. You
I know, I
people.
know.
You people. Mandy,
Uh,
hi.
hi, it's been a minute.
Well, it's been almost like it's been 2 weeks, but, I mean, I think we're really enjoying the Wednesday streaming thing,
Yeah.
but I know you and I have had quite the week,
Okay,
and we
it's
thought,
been wild.
yeah, it's been rough, it's been a while, but we're here, and we thought, "Let's just kick something digital and kind of easy and fun and relaxing," and what could be better than a roll and write game for that, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
Ta-da!
And one that I'm I always say I'm very bad at it. Let's be clear. I'm not particularly good at any of these games, but this one I like it. I'm just terrible at it. So,
Are you? Are you really?
yeah. Well, there's Slivers. Slivers just waiting for me to like not win this game.
Oh, now, come on.
Not
Hi,
in
Slivers.
just as in like hilarious. I don't know.
We are not here. It doesn't matter who wins or loses, Mandy. We're just here to
Uh-huh.
have fun and chat. I mean, it's an interesting time to do a stream, right? And I'm sure a lot of, the streams lately have been all about like, ooh, what's happening at the spiel. And today's been a day full of publishers and people tweeting out photos from the setup day at the spiel and showing the booths and giving sneak peeks at games being set up and booths being set up. And so from, our perspective with board games, there's a lot going on. And so if nothing else, we can just, chat about that. Because you and I did our second episode of the Salt and Sass podcast, right? And we
Yes.
put our game pie, which is our list of games in a category, right? We did our game pie. We did 10 games each
Right.
for our spiel and anticipation list.
I got a lot of people messaging me like, Mandy, I know how you can play this game or how you can get this game. I'm like, this is great. So, after
That's
spending
awesome.
all this money on PlayStation and everything else, I'm like, I need to control the spending a little
You
bit.
made your choices, little
I did.
Ms. I need my exclusives.
I know. Now I'm like, regrets.
No. Come on. Now you got
And
a
see,
PlayStation.
Slivers is in the chat. I told you. He just wants to see me plummet to my losing death in this game. I'm just kidding. He actually would like you to play Phasmophobia, and I said that would never happen. Yeah.
Okay, just by name alone, remember, I'm the wuss of the group. Horror is
Oh,
not my thing.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, I got it turned up a bit. Let's crank up my volume. There we go. I'm always the quiet one.
Thanks, Slivers. Thanks for that
Sorry.
input. That's really
Yes.
helpful.
But yes,
As
thank
you
you for joining
know,
me.
right? Slivers knows, right? Because Slivers does all of his awesome streams too. Um, but in fact, there is a card game on Kickstarter right now for Mork Borg, which is like a horror environment. And I've covered the publisher's projects before. And so they reached out to me and said, "Hey, would you be interested in checking this out?" And I said, "No." And I didn't like I wasn't like, "No, screw you." But
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I just said, I don't think I'm not a horror fan in general. Hey, Gator
But
Dave.
yes,
And
hello.
like the game mechanically looks really cool, but I am not going to like the horror element will
Yeah.
actually lessen my enjoyment of it. So I thanked him and then politely said I will pass. So phasmophobia, is that what the game you're
Yeah,
saying?
I'm thinking Slivers, it's a no.
I mean, inscription. Mandy was just talking about how far she's gotten in inscription, and inscription is
Creepy. It's
creepy to
creepy.
me, So,
Yeah. So there's that.
mm.
So let me know if my sound is better. I did turn it up. My microphone's just a little lower just because I find when it's in my face, I swear I move it and then it bonks me in the face. So I think I need to adjust the
Feel
attention.
like you're
Like,
using your microphone wrong if it's bonking you in your
Oh, it's
face.
here. And as soon as I move it up, it goes boing. It's just, I think I have to adjust the tension. But anyway, Inscription, yes, it is so creepy, but I love it. Come on, Slivers. I know you love it. It's creepy. But Slivers has also been playing Ooblets. I haven't played it, but have you played it, Suzanne?
Yes, I've played a lot of Ooblets. It was on my wish list for a while. Like, it took a while for them to come out since I first heard about it, and
Yeah.
uh, it's the opposite of creepy. It's adorable. Like, it's just so cute.
So Sliver says, this might mean something to you. I have the game. I haven't played it yet. I have all the gleamies.
All right, Slivers, you don't need to show off.
I don't know what that means.
No, it's like shinies in Pokemon.
Oh.
You get like different there's ooblets, right?
Yeah.
And each type of ooblet has 3 different subtypes or
Okay.
levels, like a common and uncommon, and then the gleamy,
Got you.
which
Got you.
sparkles and has different colors, and they're often quite cute. And then when they run around after you, they leave little sparkle trails behind them.
Oh my god, that sounds so cute. Okay, I will, as soon as I finish Inscription.
Hey, dead last again.
Yes, hello. I will try Ooblets. I just have so many things on my list. Although Inscription is one I bought, so it's not like I'm in a hurry, but I'm into it now. And then there's these puzzles I need to, like, I'm almost done. I can feel it. And I don't know who's played it, but I'm at the part where I'm in, like, the robots world, and I've hit 2 of the bosses. So I'm still low, volume-wise, which is weird, because it's, like, cranked right up. Let me do that, and you can tell me if that's better. So someone in the chat let me know. I, like, turned it way up.
I
But
also tend to
please.
be very loud, so you can turn me down.
Better. Okay. So I
Yay!
literally on my mixer, I just cranked it. But in my headphones, it's so loud. Let me just turn that down. Okay. No, it's good. You have to tell me about the sound. I appreciate it because otherwise people say nothing and then it doesn't sound good. So thank you.
Yeah,
I didn't
Gator
want to.
Dave, I know I'm loud. It's okay.
It's all good. It's all good.
No, Ooblets is great. Inscription is cool, and you've gotten way farther than I have in there. I'm fascinated by your list here, Mandy. Little Ms. I bought a PlayStation 5 for all the exclusives. I've heard you talk a lot about games that you've been playing, and none of them are on the PlayStation.
I know, and I still miss. Let's be clear. Okay, so sound is good. Thank you. Was it turned up to 11? Yeah, my sound. Suzanne's is full and hers, but her mixer must be turned up more than mine. I just feel like it's so loud in my head, but obviously it wasn't loud enough. Yes, I need to. I've been playing the PlayStation, but let's be clear. Xbox, you are still my number one. I love my Pro controller with my Xbox. I know everyone's big on the PlayStation, and I'm here for it, but Xbox is my main squeeze.
I'm an Xbox girl. I did buy a PlayStation 4 at one point ages
Okay.
ago because I actually liked the PlayStation Vita.
Yes,
And
I heard
there
that.
is
I
a
never played it,
game
but Mhm.
called Patapon that I get angry. Hey, Atticus.
Yes, hello.
I get angry that Patapon hasn't been ported to other platforms. It's a rhythm game where you've got these little shadow creatures. James, hi.
Hello, James.
You
Thanks
put
for
these
joining.
little shadow creatures, and it's like a side-scrolling battle game, but it's
Okay.
a rhythm game, and each button has
Oh
like a
god.
sound.
Slivers.
I'm out. Patapon, and it's so fun. And then there's like a tech tree in it as you get more
Yeah.
advanced units and all this other stuff. It's an excellent game, and it's only available on PlayStation. And when my Vita died and I lost one of the discs and all that, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I've been hankering. And then I found out that Sony put it out on the PlayStation 4 market,
Right.
so I literally bought a PlayStation 4 at one point just so I could play this stupid rhythm game. And honestly, I have no regrets because I love that game so much.
Okay, I just bought a PS5 for like 6 games, okay? So, just saying. Was Gator Dave. I still have nightmares of Rappa the Rapper.
Parappa the Rapper,
What
yeah,
is
that's
Is that from this
Mandy,
game?
you don't know Parappa the Rapper?
No.
Oh my gosh. You fake gamer girl. Fake geek here.
I do not know who this is.
Ah, you're no gamer if you don't know Parappa the Rapper.
Kidding, how
I'm
I just
kidding.
outed my age.
Yeah. No. Well, me too, right? So that's exciting because real talk, hey, we get to introduce you to Parappa the Rapper. We will find you YouTube videos of Parappa the Rapper and introduce you to this wonderful world. I don't know, is that from the late 90s?
Now I'm wondering if I've seen it and I
No,
just
it's from
didn't know that's what it
2000s.
was called. Do you know what I mean? I've done that
It's like
before.
a dog, right? It's like a
Yeah.
dog, a squarish cartoon dog with like a what would you call it? A toque? Like a beanie
Oh my god, I think I
and
do know what you're
like
talking about, but
like
I didn't know that was the
baggy
name.
jeans
I
and
think I
stuff
know who
like
you're
that.
yes,
Yeah.
I do know who it is. I just, for some
Punch
reason, didn't
'em.
know the name.
Yeah. Well, there. Okay. There you go. So Parappa the Rapper for sure.
And I think
Yes.
Slivers was saying something medically diagnosed as beat deaf, not even joking. Hey, listen, I have no excuse. I'm actually very good with rhythm. I used to be a dancer. I just find those kinds of games really hard.
They can be really stressful.
So
Yeah.
maybe that's it, stressful. But I also don't like speed games. I don't like dexterity games. I don't like memory games. Wow, it just seems like I don't like anything. It's just those are things that I'm just really bad at. So yeah, so for those who are just jumping in, before we get into the game, I feel like we haven't talked to everybody in a little while, and this is not a super long game, so we're chatting with you. But we're talking about I purchased a PlayStation for exclusives, and then Suzanne, it went back to her. I don't know if it was like early childhood or just maybe 10 years ago. I don't know. We started talking about your PlayStation Vita. And if you're in the chat, if you had one, hey, let us know. Because I've heard they're really good. A lot of people
Yeah. The
like
Vita's
hung on to
definitely
them.
not a childhood like.
I know.
Wow.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it's not like an old school Game Boy, but yeah. No, and what we went back to is the fact that Mandy bought this PlayStation 5 and is apparently playing all the video games except the ones on PlayStation 5, like Inscription
I know
and all this
they're
other
not
stuff.
exclusives. It's just because I had like a gift certificate from someone, so I was like, oh, I'll just buy all the things because I had this gift certificate. Horizon Forbidden West, yeah, that's sitting there. Haven't touched that, so glad that you finished that, Slivers, and it's on the list. And the original, yeah, so the original Horizon for me, I bought it on Steam before I had the PlayStation. So now I'm annoyed because I have to play it on the computer. Then I have to play the second one on the PlayStation. I'm like, for the love of Pete. But the bonus is that I get to use my Xbox controller. So there's that.
Gotta
And
love
hello,
that
Real Talk.
controller.
Thanks for joining.
That's right. You're ready to play when the feeling hits. That's what it's all about for sure.
I know. I'll be switching back to Xbox to play. Oh, what is it? Beacon Hill? Beacon. It just came out on Xbox, and I know, Suzanne, it's a game that would have caught your eye. Beacon something. So anybody who has an Xbox Game Pass, you know which one I'm talking about. It's really cute. It has these like really cute animated characters. Beacon something. It's not coming to my head right now, but that is on my list under, and then after that is Coffee Talk because it just looks cute.
Oh, Coffee Talk looks cute too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like these indie games. I know a lot of people are not into that. Beacon Bacon, yeah, no, it's definitely
All
not
right.
that.
But
Okay,
yeah.
yeah. All right, so y'all came for us to play a game. I'm so sorry, and then we started talking video games. You're like, this is
Yeah,
not
that's okay. Our
what
chat's
I'm
awesome.
here for.
We're just here to hang. It's no big deal.
Well, I
But
feel like
we
we
should
don't do
play
it
the
often,
game.
but we
We
should.
start
I
playing the game.
know.
Plus, I actually do really want to hear from folks. Like, what games are you looking
Mm,
forward to, or do you want to learn more about? Or if you're at the spiel, what games are
yeah.
you making sure that you can pick up? Because I want to hear. Since Mandy and I, we already talked about this, but since we don't get to go,
I'm
we
sad
want
about it.
like the living vicariously and sharing this experience. We want to hear more. So
Yes, that's true. Because I know we mentioned a few. Like, I think it was at Fantasy Ranch. Is that the name of the one I mentioned?
you mentioned Fantasy Ranch, yeah, which I
So
had not heard of really.
So I hadn't heard of it either. Come to find out, little story time quickly before we go into the game. Suzanne knows. I get a text from this number, and they're like, "Oh,
Mystery number.
so I heard you're interested in Fantasy Ranch," and I'm like, "Yes, I am." And I'm like, "Who is this?"
Like, who is texting me?
I know. And they're like, "Well, this is Eric Summerer." I'm like, "Oh, for some reason, I guess when I switched phones, I didn't have Eric's number." So he's like, he has a copy of this game, and it's not a new game. Apparently, it's been out for like a couple years, so this must just be a way to push it. And he said he will bring it to PAX so we can play it, including you, Suzanne. So all three of
Oh,
us
I'd love to. That's awesome. I mean,
are gonna
anybody who
play it.
knows us knows that like Eric Summer is one of our favorite
He's
people.
amazing. I
He's
know, and we need to have him
the
on
best.
the
We just love him.
podcast at some point or something so we can have a chat.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
And anybody who knows us and who used to listen to our old podcast knows too. Who we really love in the Summer family is Eric's wife, Stephanie.
Oh, yes.
She's a freaking riot. And
She spills the tea, and
she
I am here for it.
gossips so much about Eric and teases him so much, and it is hilarious. So,
Love her. She's so great. And she likes sewing like me, so I'm about it.
yeah, she's very crafty.
What's,
So, and James is in there
yeah.
saying Tidal Blades Banner Festival, which,
Oh.
not to be neener about, but I actually have a preview copy of Banner Festival.
Whoa, well, must be nice. I know nothing about any of this stuff. Wow, way to
Get
rub it
on
in
my
there.
level, woman. And it's really fun. It's one of those things where the production is freaking
Oh,
gorgeous
I believe
and
that.
the art
Quality
is
is always really
gorgeous and
good.
the quality of everything
Mhm.
is really beautiful. But unlike the other Title Blades game, which was kind of a big worker placement game, this one is like a card based, and it's like a race. There's like a
Mm,
race element, and you're kind of doing some almost trick taking, and there's
nice.
like
I like
four different
that.
ways, five different, there's a ton of different ways that you can get points, so you can kind of craft a strategy, and it's really delightful. It plays quick too, which I like. I find that lately my ability to sit down for a 3-hour game, like I just played Sky Mines last night, and I really
Oh,
enjoyed it.
I haven't played that.
But we were like, oh, it's 10 o'clock at night on a work night. I'm like, we're in the last round, right? I gotta like, so yeah, Tidal Blades is definitely one that Banner Festival is one that I think people should check
Right.
out if they can there too.
I have not played that. It sounds really interesting, so definitely wait and see when it comes out. Maybe at PAX. I'll get to play all of these games because I don't
I'm
have
sure.
access to them right
I'm
now. So
sure. Yeah.
amazing. Okay, let's play the game. I know people are like, well, let's see what it's all about. So should I go to the screen or do you want to talk about it before I go? What do you want me to do?
Go to screen. It's easy. I mean, this game. I mean, as you know, we are fans of the roll and write genre. Next Station London is in that family. Of course, people like to call them flip and writes instead, which whatever floats your boat. It's cool with me. Um, and this is published by Blue Orange Games, I believe, in the physical world. But it's designed by Matthew Dunstan, who, if you've been listening to our podcast or anything like that, just love Matthew's work in general,
Yeah.
and just doing great stuff. And Matthew actually did a Kickstarter he's got a company called Postmark Games, which is
Hmm.
doing like print at home roll and write games.
Mm.
And really, like Voyages, the first one in that line is
Oh,
excellent,
yeah, so
right?
good.
So
We should
good.
play that.
We should stream it.
Hmm.
And people could play along, quite
Yeah.
frankly. Ooh, hey, Swing Junkie, and Dead Last is saying Evergreen is high on their want to play
Was
list, and that looks
Evergreen on my
beautiful.
list? I feel like it might have
It
been.
may not have been on your podcast list, but I'm
Maybe.
sure that's the one with that's the Horrible Games one, right?
I think so.
With the
I
big tree in
believe
front? I'm
so.
gonna go
I could be
so
wrong,
the
but I
game.
think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one definitely is eye-catching as well. Yeah, it is. It's the one with, like, the round planet with the tree, and it's Horrible Guild. Oh my gosh, I actually remember that. I'm proud of myself. Yeah. Anyway, back to Next Station London. So this is a
Yeah.
flip and write game, really, really quick and simple, and it does some stuff that's different in the genre, which is really, really exciting. So first of all, the game comes with 4 different colored pencils, and the colors really matter, not because of player color, but you can see on the sheet that there's 4 different circles with an icon in it that match those pencil colors, and you're going to play in 4 rounds, and every player will use that color for a single round, and then you literally pass the pencil and you do a different color.
Right.
And that's really clever, and quite frankly, I haven't seen that done before, and I've played a lot of roll and write games. And it works really well. And then you can see in this game there's no, like, they give you the key here. You can see that there's a strip of icons to the left of the board.
Mhm.
And these are the cards that are on the deck. So each turn a card is going to get flipped over. All the players will try to extend their rail line, their metro line, to a station or a icon of that matching symbol, and go through it. Around ends, you'll see that some of the icons are in blue and then some are pink. So there's blue stations and then there's pink stations. I think thematically they're like underground stations,
Mhm.
whatever theme. Um, but the round ends when all 5 pink stations are played. So you could have a round where, by luck of the shuffle, all 5 pink stations just come out, bam, bam, bam. You're done. That's all you get to score for that round. Or, more likely they're mixed in there. But it adds an interesting element of, you don't know when a round is going to end. That's very similar to what's the winery version that was reprinted as Kokoro? Uh, you know that one?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Oh God, it went right out of my head.
Yeah.
It's not Avenue, is it?
Avenue. You're right.
Yeah.
You got
Okay.
it, Mandy. Great job.
Look at that. I'm like, no,
So
it's
yeah,
Avenue.
Avenue has a similar element where, like, you don't quite know how long the round is going to end based on that timer and things like that. Yeah, and
Yeah.
Swing Junkie and Dead Last had it again.
Yeah,
Nice,
there you
nice
go.
job with that. So it's got that. So that's when a round's going to end. When a round ends, we pass the pencil and we will do a rail line of the next color. What you're going to find is that a rail line will score. If you can look at the sheet, you'll see that there's like little yellow dividing lines into a big grid of 9 squares. And then in the corners, there's just little single unit regions.
Yeah, sorry, it's not picking up my cursor for some reason, but yeah.
So those are the different regions. And what your score will be is the number of regions or zones that you managed to hit with your rail line times the number of stations in the region you hit the most stations in, your most populous, your most connected region. I don't know how to phrase that, and I don't have the rule book in front of me to explain that better. So what that does from a score balance point of view is it really balances spreading out versus like being very dense in how you connect things. And it's very clever how that math works out because it's a multiplication. You multiply the number of regions you've hit times your most connected region, and then you get 2 points every time you cross the river that you see running through the center of the page for that rail line. We're gonna do that 4 times. There are bonus points if you put multiple lines into a single station, so you see multiple colors going into a single station. And then you can see at the bottom left there are 2 little square cards. Those are our round our end game bonus scoring. So the first one there that you see 9 in the little center, that means if we manage to connect to all 9 stations in the center square in the center region, by the end of the game, we'll get 10 points. The one next to it says if we create 8 different stations that have junctions where you connect multiple colors into a single station, we will get 10 points. So that's kind of a little extra scoring that we can work towards. So really quick game, very satisfying game, and honestly it's theoretically one you can play with multiple people if you are, as long as you have pencils that you can pass around, so that everybody plays once with every color, so
like pencil crayons.
That's right. Pencil crayons. Canadians. Oh, Canada. Wow, Canada.
Had to get that in there. I know.
I never heard that term before, but yes, as I saw after we talked about it,
Colored pencils.
colored pencils, pencil crayons, colored pencils. I maintain colored pencils is a more accurate name.
Pencil crayons is actually more accurate, but that's okay.
Yeah. So we just that they want to see a massive version. I think you could rig this to be played.
Oh yeah, for sure.
A massive version at a convention, and would be probably a lot of fun. All right. So the other nice thing about this, we just play at the same time. So Mandi, you are playing. It looks like blue. So you can see your little blue stations highlighted. I've got purple. If you click on the station, it'll kind of make the stations you can potentially connect to throb. And so you just click on a throbbing icon.
Okay, can you please stop saying throbbing? It's throwing me off.
Oh, what's wrong with it? It's accurate.
All right. Well, they're flashing here on the screen.
Oh, flashing. Okay.
There we go. I put my cursor so you can't see it, but it is making them a little more.
I feel like flashing isn't accurate.
I know.
The other trick is you can see like gray dotted lines, that those are lines you must follow. So that adds some limitations in terms of what you can connect. So for what it's worth. All right. Here we go. So I've done mine.
How do you know? See, this is how people know that I named the episodes.
Yes.
And yes, I 100% will find a way to put that in. That's not too inappropriate-ish. Okay, yeah, I'll work on that.
We're good enough.
I think there's a question there for you.
Work with wet erase markers unlimited. Yeah. Of course, yeah. Just have 4 different colors that mostly align to the colors of the stations. You'll be fine. Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, 2 pink stations in a row. Yo. All right.
So I drew that line. So now I have to go to what now?
A circle. So you can go from either end. So you can extend your rail line from either end.
Right.
And so you could click on, if you're not sure what you want to do, you could click on one, it'll show you your options. This is one of the nice things about a digital implementation, right? It can reduce some of the heavy lifting.
Oh, so I got one of those star ones. The one looks like a burst, kind of.
Mandy, thanks for bringing that up.
Oh, no problem.
The star ones, you'll see that like they're like little spiky stations. Those
Yeah.
are tourist attractions, and there's 5 of them.
Oh, now my
Every
cursor's showing up. I don't know what happened.
It's so weird.
I think
That's
it's because I
weird.
had to start the game, probably.
Okay.
Yeah, it's right here.
Every time you touch it, every time you put a line into one of the tourist attractions, you're going to mark off the tourist attraction track. So if you look at Mandy's scoring area on the far upper right, you'll see that like the bottom of spiky circles along the bottom of her score track just marked one off because she hit a tourist attraction. And as every time you hit one, that'll go up, and at the end of the game, you'll score points, to the one that the highest value that's not covered. So that is
Yes.
another way to get points. Good point. This is a wild card, so we can go anywhere we
Oh.
want.
Anywhere.
Anywhere. The world is your
Oh, I should kind of
oyster.
like make my way over there. See, so I am the person that if you're looking at me play, this is how you should not play the game, the way that I'm doing it. Oh, Suze, I found the full screen option for next time.
Yay!
I won't do it now. Let's not test that right now. But
For future purposes.
for future purposes. There we go. I'm going to try and get a water
Okay. So
thing.
right now, what just happened is the junction card, which is at the very top of that column, came up. When that comes up, you get another card, and that means this is the one time you can split your rail line. And normally you can only extend from the ends. When the junction card comes up, that allows you to extend from any station that you've already hit.
Ooh,
So it's a great opportunity to add flexibility and all that other stuff. So,
yes.
and a wild came up. So we can basically go from any existing station to any
waiting for Suze.
station that we want to. So there you
Oh,
go.
it's funny because I can see your. Can I tell you how I didn't even look at your board till like right now? I was like, oh yeah, yours is right here.
That's right. Yeah. So yeah, if you're curious about what I'm doing, you can actually see me. And yeah, Mandy, if you click on it,
Yeah.
it might like make
There,
it
yeah, it's up
right.
big now.
So you can see I'm playing the purple color right now, which starts in the lower left, and you can see how my rail line's going on.
And Dead Last again saying this implementation on BGA is quite good.
It is, and I think it's technically still in beta. Is it? I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
Um,
I'm not sure.
the only reason why I say that is I was playing a game the other day, and I admit I got a little frustrated because there's an option to have like powers associated with the pencils,
Oh,
and I wanted to use my pencil power, and the implementation wouldn't let me, and I got grumpy about that.
I'd be a little
It's like,
absolutely not.
no, I want to use my pencil power, please.
Oh, why would I want to go there?
But it is very good that there is a solo mode you can play if you just want to click through it and play it on your own, which is kind of fun.
There's like no rhyme or reason to what I'm doing, by the way.
Oh,
no, actually,
rhyme
there's
and
a
reason are so overrated.
There's a little rhyme. I don't even know what that means. I'm trying to get into the different areas. I'm trying to get the little boxes. There's just so many things. And I ordered this game, and it's sitting at Board Game Bliss with Twilight Imperium, which was delayed.
Twilight
and
Imperium or Twilight
sorry,
Inscription?
Twilight
Yeah.
Inscription. Sorry, Twilight Inscription. This game's in there. Guild of Merchants is in there. Like, all these games.
Dang, girl, you went wild with the shops.
Well, that's because I actually had money then, and I had to make that, got to get over for that free shipping.
Oh, that's how they get ya.
Of course it is. You know.
I just made a bad choice,
Oh.
but that's okay.
I'm here for that. Yes.
Hello, WOTSQC. I don't know how to pronounce that.
That
Someone
is
spell it out.
Jen, I think. So, hello,
Oh.
Jen, I think.
Well,
I
okay.
could be wrong. I hope I'm not
Hello,
wrong.
Jen,
That'd
or
be very
not
bad.
Jen.
It is Jen. Yay, look at that.
All right, this is the last card. So,
What?
which
I'm not
we
ready.
managed to make it through the whole deck this one, but this is the last card. And you can never circle back. So you can never create a loop with your dealy boppers here, just FYI.
Oh, okay. Well, Atticus1313 saying their copy of this and Twilight Inscription plus a few others just showed up today. So mine may be coming soon. Because I had ordered this like 3-4 weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's because I don't know if they delayed it or something. So October 7th, I think, is when it's shipping from Bliss. So we shall see. Oh, and I played Red Cathedral's Contractors this past couple days. So good. And now my friends are like, can you just add that to your order? Because we really like it.
Nice.
Oh, it's great. Oh,
I mean, that's
my.
what a good friend would do, right?
Of course.
So I've moved on to green, so that was the end of the round. So now
I'm on
playing
pink
green,
now.
and you are the pink pencil, and so you start from a new station.
Oh,
And Mandi, the
Huh?
score is quite close right now, and you are winning,
Yeah.
little miss thing.
For now, give it time. And then it's like I slowly like drop off, like I just got tired. And it's like, what happened? What happened was.
Well, and I've got I've already complained ad nauseum about not managing to buy a copy of Twilight Inscription at Gen Con.
Mhm.
But my copy is I ordered it, and I'm very much want to play that game.
Mhm. Yeah,
I'm
no,
waiting for
absolutely.
it.
And I see, yes, so very good timing, Addis, to see this play out. Yeah, because that's right. You had it in your batch of games. And Jen, I am good. I hope you are good as well. I went to Ottawa Comic Con. I didn't see you there. I got to tell you, that might be my last Ottawa Comic Con. I went to go see Gail. I missed Gail because
Whoa!
she
Oh
was out
no,
for
Gail
lunch.
Simone, yeah.
Yeah. So unfortunately maybe next time, but yeah, I was a little sad about that. But that was one of the main reasons I went.
Go figure.
Yeah, so unfortunately she was not available. That's okay. Next time. Yeah, let's scooch on
So
over there.
earlier, hi everybody that's just joined. We were talking
Mhm.
about like what games we're looking forward to at Spiel. Obviously, Mandi and I did our podcast episode where we talked about 10, but there were a lot. I mean, my list in Board Game Geek, right? That I was like, ooh, interested. I think I ended up with like 65 titles on my.
Yeah, that's right.
And
I think I was in that range too.
I did not include ones that I knew I could get other ways. So there's
Right.
actually way more. But yeah,
Yeah.
so
Well,
I'm
there are
interested in
a couple publishers who are kind to us and often will just send us like a Porta is usually really good for that. So which is nice.
maybe.
Which I'm happy. I'm like, hey, I will 100% review their games because they have a lot of good ones for sure. Oh, Jen.
Really
Oh, I'm
nice.
sorry to hear about that. So I'm hoping you're feeling a bit better. But yeah, no, health is most important. You got to take care of yourself for sure.
Oh, for Canonicon?
No, for Ottawa Comic Con.
Oh, Ottawa Comic Con.
Yeah, because Jen doesn't live in the same city as me. She lives in another province, even though it's only 2 hours away, but it's another province.
Speaking actually of which, Mandi.
Yeah.
Oh, son of a biscuit! I made a mistake.
Burp.
How was Canonicon?
Canada, yeah.
Canonicon.
I know it's different for people who are not used to it. It was good. It was very good. So we had a lot of really fun people helping out. I was one of them. I think I demoed Marvel United.
I love that you call yourself really fun. You are really fun.
I like to think that sometimes. So definitely I demoed Marvel United a lot. Keystone and my friend
really?
Stefan, he was like killing Keystone. He was not even feeling that great near the end, and he stayed to teach another group because that's like he loves to do that. And then we had Buried Treasure and Downforce from Restoration there, and those got played. And I had never played Buried Treasure. What is up? I did not know that game was so mean.
Oh, it's
yeah,
it is. Yes, it is.
Not what I was expecting. Let's put it that way.
Interesting. I mean, honestly, that is one reason why. So we knew the essentially the art director at Restoration Games is amazing, Jason Taylor, knew that he wanted to work with Heather Vaughn for the art on that game. And part of it was, she's got this kind of rougher pencil line technique. And he wanted that because we were like, we didn't want super cutesy, like too cutesy, too smooth, because
I liked it because
it's too cutthroat.
I
right?
like the little paws though.
Yeah. Little grabby paws. Yeah.
So cute. No, it went over well. And I think there was another game we played, Less is More, which was a Spin Master game, and heard lots of laughing, and same with Buried Treasure when that was being played. So overall, Canonicon was good. A lot of games played, and a lot of companies actually, while I'm on here, Restoration Games, Spin Master Games, Rose Gauntlet, and I think that I covered them all contributed to the convention. So thank you very much.
Yeah, Atticus mentioned that the start player rule for Buried Treasure is awesome. I did not put the company up to that. I had nothing to do with it, and it was a surprise to me. I mean, makes me laugh. So for what it's worth, I am in this situation where I
Oh, I had to
cannot.
pass.
I have to pass too. So interesting, Mandy. We both have to pass.
Garbage.
We are both losing a turn though because I backed myself into a corner here.
Oh no. Poop a loop. Yeah, that was not a good round for
Thank
me.
you for that noise. That was beautiful.
Yes, sir. Well, and Jen, you might go to Ludo Utsue. So, for those who don't know, it's another convention in Gatineau on the Quebec side. And I too will be there. And I believe it's the 28th to the 30th of October. You do not have to parle français. It's a bilingual event. So, you should come out if you're near the area. And my friend Christian, also known, I think he's a weird guy of Doom potentially on here. He's one of the organizers. So yeah, definitely have to check that out. Oh, I kind of want this one. What do you getting the star ones, the starbursty ones do for us? I don't
Those
remember.
are the tourist attractions. Remember, they move you
Yes.
down that track every time you go into one, and you'll just progressively get to the
Got
point.
it. Oh
It's
no,
not a
did I
bad
just
thing.
Okay. Oh, ooh, I thought I just poo-pooed myself. Nope.
Excuse me? Do you need
Okay,
to
you
excuse
know what I
yourself
mean.
from the
My
screen?
poo-pooed my movement.
Oh, yes.
Okay, that did not
No
make it any
judgment.
better.
Accidents happen, you know what I'm saying?
I
Oh, they're
literally almost
human.
just said, oh, I had my marker. I was touching the throbbing, and I'm like, you know what? Let's just stop that sentence before it goes down a really bad path. So I'm just gonna avoid that word from now on.
So that was the end of the round because the 5th pink card came out, underground card, whatever. And now I don't know, Mandy, what color? You're purple now. I am blue.
I am purple. Yes,
Purple. All right.
purple. All right, so I'm gonna start here. Yeah, Chad already knows. People who know me are like, oh God, Mindy, I'm sorry. This is what happens when you have ADHD. Things just happen in your brain and they should stay in your brain, but they just come out. And that's where we are with it. So it is what it is. Oh, sugar and spice. Okay, I gotta go to a circle. Yes.
Alex, maybe Rodney could start a watch it played con in Eastern Canada. I'm sure he has plenty of free time. Yeah.
Well, poor Rodney's
man.
dealing with
Oh my gosh, right? I feel so
the
bad.
natural disaster that happened out there. So yeah. And Jan, it's the metro stop if it's Montreal, if it's Montreal. That is accurate. Ooh, why would I be able to go there? Oh, it's a wild.
It's
Do I want
wild.
to do that? It's just that reminds. It's just wild.
It's just wild.
Had a manager, she'd always say that. That's just wild. All right. Well, I think I poop. Oh, I thought I just did a poop.
Stop
move.
pooping, Mandy.
Poop
So
a
upsetting.
loop.
So upsetting.
Oh, this isn't going well. Like I'm pressing buttons and I could see this just going very badly for me. Wait, going into this. No, that's good, right? Going into the same station is good.
Yes, as long as you just have to be aware of your pathing, like you don't want to cut yourself off, but
Can I
in
get
general,
out?
yes. And the more colors you can get in, the more points you will get. Like
Yeah.
if you go into a station with 2 different colors, you get 2 points. If you
Okay.
go into a station with 3 different colors, you get 5 points, that kind of thing.
All right. Well, I'm definitely getting it in. So I just pause, and Suzanne's like, "Oh, for the love."
I'm just playing the game. Just playing a game. Go move into a triangle.
Like, moving
Focusing on
on.
triangles. Ooh,
Ooh,
I love
that
the
was a good
triangles.
one. That was a good
Look
one.
at all these triangles.
She's like, regrets. Regrets. Oh, that was a good one too. What? Okay, I'm not gonna lie. This
Is
is
everything coming up Millhouse here for you?
I was just about to say
I got you. I know you, girl.
Oh, so accurate. Okay, where's this taking me now?
I could really. Oh yes, the junction came up good because I was really hosing myself.
You're like, I need it.
I was creating an issue.
Okay, so why would I? Oh, because it takes me there. I'm kind of about that, but not at the same time. Why
Hey,
is that
Amanda
one?
Panda's in the chat, yo.
Why is that one being highlighted? Huh.
Because the center one with the question mark.
Yes.
That's because the question mark. It's wild. That station is wild. You can go there with any icon.
I see. Can I wanna I poo-pooed that. I don't want that anymore. Is it too late?
There's no undo.
No.
That's one of the things with the
Damn
BGA
it!
thing is that there's no undo.
Oh, that was bad. That was
Dun
so
dun dun.
bad.
Yeah, it's definitely
Yeah,
bit
because
me in
now
the
I have to
butt.
pass. I did not want to do that.
It's rough.
Ugh, poop a loop. That's some garbage.
What is your obsession with like
With poop,
female
I don't know. And
terminology?
I'm not about it right now. I'm a little irritated that I did
Oh,
that.
I'm sorry.
Ugh. Well, I could do this, and then I could potentially how many cards are left? Is it just one?
Well, you can see what's marked off. So we have the wild. So yeah, the pink triangle is the last card.
Oh, that's perfect. Heyo.
Heyo.
Yeah, I'm about it, because then it'll get me over the water. Bum, bum, ba, bum, bum, over the water. Bam. Yes. So, for those of you who haven't listened to the second podcast, you must. Because I have some I've heard this from a couple people that I listen to on TikTok and other places, that people who are working with animals. And I got some very cool advice about bears. So if you haven't listened to the podcast, come on, you will never forget that, right?
It is advice. That is for sure. So Jen redeemed a hydrate. Thank you, Jen.
Oh, yes.
I am the intelligent person that forgot my water bottle. So I am.
Oh,
You have
tisk
to hydrate
tisk.
twice for me, Mandy.
This is good. Oh, shoot, my water bottle. I've just finished my sparkling cranberry drink, but now I'm like, oh, my water's over there. Dang it. Oh, okay. Sorry, I digress. All right, let's do
Oh,
this.
Amanda Panda, thank you so much for your support. You're the best, Amanda.
I know. Amanda's always here.
Amanda's
the best.
going to be up in my area, the Seattle, Washington area soon.
What?
I know. I'm so excited. Actually,
Very cool.
Amanda, are you very soon? Amanda, you and I need to talk. We need to figure out when and where and how we're going to meet up. Oh my gosh.
Ah, that's awesome.
I just realized I'm like, oh, I forgot. Yeah, life's a little hectic right
There's a
now.
lot
And I'm like,
going
oh yeah,
on,
I forgot. Whoops, my bad.
Absolutely.
All right. I got my second, so I got both objectives. I spent a lot of energy getting those objectives.
Oh, I'm apparently one off of one and
But
two off of another.
but Mandy, look at the scores. Like,
Yeah,
if you can hit them, we are very close in score right now.
that
but
is true.
I got both achievements. If you get those achievements could really propel you forward. Like, we're close, but I've already gotten the achievement.
Well, I think I can make this one happen right now. Yeah, that one's done. Excellent. So now
there
it's
you
the other
go.
one, but the other one might be a little trickier to get.
I mean, that happens too, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I'll get the other one. I'll get 3 out of the 4, but
And like right now, honestly, I'm just trying not to trap myself because I've
if I
I've
go
worked
there.
myself a bit into a
Oh, well,
I'm in a tight spot.
I could go. I have
Damn,
2
I'm in a
ways of
tight
doing this. I can
spot.
go here, potentially go over the water if a triangle comes up, or I could just. Yeah, I'm also concerned.
All right, Amanda, message me so we can. I'm sorry I lost track of that conversation, but I definitely would love to see you when you're up here. We'll go get mochi donuts. Yeah.
Yeah, those are pretty fantastic, not gonna lie. Oh, yeah, that took a turn. Oh, but I could go there, but I've already done that because going into their station gives me more points. But
Yeah,
here it gives me more
interesting,
flexibility. Yeah, I might have regretted that actually. Maybe not. It got me some decent points. Huh.
The wild came up. This is All right, I'm doing that, but I may have.
And I forgot to move our little alert box. There we go. There, it's in the right spot. So, Jade Nina Cross has followed. Thank you so much for the follow.
Hello. That was
Amazing.
nice.
Yeah, I'm about no.
That's right. Follow Salt and Sass for absolutely expert professional board game play.
If you've been listening to this stream, professional left the chat a long time ago.
Do you think they buy it? Do you think they believe it?
Absolutely not.
Okay, so this is a circle. So we could get a square, a triangle, and a
I need all of those things, but ideally the triangle first would be.
All right, I'm going to cut off a path, and I could have regrets, but I want that.
Come on,
I
triangle.
almost never get
Yes.
great reasons.
Yes.
Okay, Mandy, I want you to look at the score. You're kicking my butt right now.
Yeah, but I just realized I should have done something, and I did it wrong. because I'm touching all 9 squares, and I realize I just have to get into this square, and I poo-pooed that. Oh, that's some garbage. I'm not about it, but that's
Folks,
okay. I'm
I
gonna
don't
try.
know why Mandy's saying poo poo so much this stream.
I'm
She's not
sorry.
normally like this. My apologies
Okay, well,
for my
that's done.
Canadian friend.
I'm happy about this. I just need to get into that square over there, and we're like in it to actually, this could happen. I've never done this. This should be good. You know what? I actually find it easier on the computer screen, oddly enough.
Oh, I believe it. I believe it. Yeah, there's like some really nice advantages
Yeah.
to
Oh.
playing digitally.
No, no, no. Oh no, I pressed the wrong button.
Oh, that's the worst. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, and I forgot there's no back. Yeah, I just
There's no
screwed that up.
back in the BGA implementation. And
Yeah,
this is
that
the last card. We
sucks.
managed to make it through the whole deck. This is the game. That's how wham bam, super quick.
Yeah, had I not
it
poo-pooed
is.
that, I might have been able to get there a little bit
And we
better.
can go
But
to anywhere. So now, this is bad because now I'm like, ooh, min max time. What could I
what are you
do?
talking about? You're beating me.
This is just recent. You were ahead of me just a little bit ago.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're beating me.
We shall see.
If I had gotten, I had 3 out of the 4 corners finished. I just needed 1 more.
Oh, all right. That was
Ugh.
close though.
That's not bad because every time I play this game, I'm pretty terrible. So for me, this is a win for me. Like, I'm not mad at it.
Good game.
That was a good game. Good game. Clap, clap,
Excellent
clap.
work.
Here, let me head over to the main scene. There we go. So I'm not mad at that. I actually feel very good about that score.
I think you did great. And I think you bring up a really good point that other than there not being an undo, right? Because if we were playing in real life and you're like, oh, I didn't mean to go that station, I'd just let
Sure,
you
can fix it up.
erase and go back, right?
Yeah.
But other than that, like the fact that you can click on a station and kind of see what your options are, that's all really nice, like really nice details. So,
But I think I like the fact that it tells you, like, it highlights the places you can go. I find sometimes I get so focused on one area that I forget. So I like that it kind of highlights. You could go here, you could go here, you could go here.
absolutely, I
And
think
to me,
that's a
that's
great
not
feature.
cheating because they're there. You just might not visually see it. So
It's not cheating.
Well,
Well,
you
I
know,
don't
some
think
people
they put it on BGA if they considered it cheating. So I think you're fine.
Sure. But for me, I appreciate that. So maybe that's why I find it a bit easier because I do find, I don't know if it's the ADHD or just me. I get distracted and I'm like, oh shoot, I didn't see that. So I end up making a lot of mistakes. So this is the type of game I got to play with like erasable pens because I make mistakes.
So, this is obviously on BGA, and we've played a number of games on BGA, and BGA is growing, right? They were purchased by Asmodee, so they're getting lots more titles and things like that up, which is exciting for players like us. I have to imagine some of y'all in chat are playing on BGA too. If there are any implementations on BGA that you think we have to check out, whether we stream it or not, or just for fun, let me know because they've come out with so many games, and there's so many games out there. Would love any tips, drop them in chat if there's any BGA implementations you think are great that whether for streaming or not. Would love to hear.
There's a few drops
Baron
in there
Park.
now.
I have not played Baron Park on BGA. Good, and I love that game. Ooh, good suggestion.
Burger Brothers, I've played the actual game in stream, but I don't think I don't play on here often, so this would be more for you, Suzanne, to kind of be like, let's try this one.
Yeah, well, it was a selfish question. I'm willing to admit that.
No, it's good.
Amanda Panda mentions Burgle Brothers, which is cool. I'm really excited because I know Tim Fowers has the Paperback Adventures digital
and we got the physical copy, so this will be fun.
I love Paperback Adventures so much. It's so much fun. This is like a word game mixed with an RPG board game.
Yeah,
and
it's pretty good.
It's so much fun. And Mandy, you and I think separately got to see the physical production at Gen Con.
Yep, and I played the TTS module with David when it was first being put together.
Amazing production. Just super high quality production, which is what you usually get from Powers games. But the digital, I mean, I know personally I'll be able to play the digital a lot more. So I'm super excited that that's going to come out. I think it's coming out in like a month.
Probably really soon. That's great. And then Jen is saying something about My Shelfie, and I think somebody seconded that.
Oh yeah. I'm conveniently on here right now. It helps if I spell the game right. Interesting. Yeah, this is the Phil Walker Harding, Matthew Dunstan, where you have
Oh,
the
yeah.
sliding ones.
Got it. Oh, I just got a whole bunch of trophies because I'm never on here. So it's like, oh, you did this. You did this.
Have you all played Fairy Tale Inn? It's a cool mini or not game for 2 players, and it has the same thing where it's got like this Connect Four
Oh,
wall that you put between you and your opponent, and
okay.
you drop fairy tale creatures down it. Have I don't know, chat. Let me know if you've played it, but it is really good,
I haven't
and
played.
it is. I wish they had changed the production so that you could break the stand down so it would be flat because the box is like weirdly thick
Hmm.
for a really, it doesn't need to be. It takes up so much shelf space for a 2 player only game, but
Right.
it's super fun, and I feel like it didn't get a ton of attention for
Hmm.
what a fun game it is. That's one I'd like to see on BGA actually, that
Yeah,
because that one
something to play. And
but
then,
that's what I thought of when I saw my shelfie with
oh, with
the
it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
the stands, right?
And then I heard Obsession. I see someone talked about it in the chat. Obsession is on beta. So funny story. I just played Obsession again last night for like I've played it before. I have to tell you though, I like that game. I do not like it at high player counts. It's just too long. I don't know if you've played it, Suzanne, and people in the
I
chat
have
can
not.
disagree with me. I think you'll like it. I just personally prefer it at like 2 or 3 players. Once it starts getting into 5 players, I find the downtime, and maybe it's the ADHD, but I just find like, and I play long games. You've seen me. I play long games all the time. I just
Oh,
find
yeah.
that when there's a lot of
Like the jam.
downtime in between turns, and I'm just like, okay, like I find myself playing another game on my phone while I'm waiting for my turn
Mhm,
to come.
mhm.
So I love Obsession. It's really good, but I like it at 2 or 3 player. I don't like it with more than that. So yeah, and Amanda saying I had played it at 4 people. Yeah, and it had downtime. So good game. Like it at fewer people, even though they have an expansion that takes it up to like 5 or 6. I would never.
Noted. Indecision saying they love Tiny Towns. I don't think Tiny Towns is on BGA, but in
Is it
general,
not?
Tiny Towns
Oh,
is an excellent game. I
it's
love
so
that game
good. I
so
didn't know
much,
it was on
but
there. Here, let me check.
it
Oh,
hurts
you're
my
right.
brain. It's
Tiny
so
Farms is
hard.
on there.
It's so hard. Like,
Oh
it's
yeah.
just and, because if you get to go to conventions or whatever, sometimes you get to meet game designers, and, the designer of Tiny Towns, Peter McPherson, is, like, the nicest person. He's such
Aw.
a sweet individual as a human being, but then he makes a game like Tiny Towns that hurts your brain so bad, and it makes me mad at him. I don't know.
Is that legit a thing in Decision 101? Have you tried it with the tiny tears
I don't need
variant?
more tears in that game, but now I'm curious. I'm gonna look it up after this
Oh,
because
that's
I wanna know
amazing.
more.
Castles of Burgundy. Don't we have the app for that? I think there's
Yeah,
an
we have
app.
the
Yeah.
digitized app version. I've never played
The
Yeah, I've never played Castles of Burgundy on
I
BGA
think
just
I
because 'cause I've been playing it on
have,
the
and
digital
it was
version.
good.
Huh.
I think I played like Russian Railroads a lot on here. I think it's here I played it.
Mhm.
It must be. Yeah. Hmm.
Alright.
Lots of
Well,
good
I
choices.
got my shelfie. Mandy, you and I should try my shelfie, and I definitely thanks Dead Last again mentioned Barren Park. Thank you. I haven't played Barren Park in, like, over a year, over 2 years
Yeah.
easily, and I love that game.
And
So,
I
put
will
that on my
teach you
favorite.
Obsession. If once it's maybe out of beta, because it might be a little glitchy if we do it on a stream.
Add to
But
favorites.
on your off time, I will teach you Obsession because I do like Obsession. Just
Okay, you think I need to play it, huh?
no, I think you'll really like it. Like I also enjoy that Downton Abbey type vibe. I mean, the theme isn't like we make it thematic, as in like we really take on the role of the family. You don't have to do that, but I think you'll like the actual gameplay. But I definitely think it's going to be like a 2 or 3 player game for you.
Okay, I trust you totally on that.
Yeah.
Oh, Indecision. I have the Villagers expansion, and I didn't realize that the one with the animal meeples that's what it's called. So I actually have played that, and yeah, making it tougher is a thing that you can do for sure. Sobek 2 players on BJ, and it's fun. Yeah, I've been playing a ton of Sobek 2 player. Very clever 2 player only game.
Hmm.
Pandasaurus published, right? I like that one a lot too.
I
Mandy,
haven't
have you
played
played that
that
one?
one. No, I don't own it. And I haven't played it, so that might be one I'll have to check
Yeah,
out.
tile lane where you're well, not tile lane, but you're collecting tiles from this board.
Hmm.
Like the tiles get laid out on the board, and you're just trying to take tiles, and then they have different types, and then you can score them, right? So you want like a bunch of coal or a
Right.
bunch of wheat, whatever, and then you score points for them. Huzzah! But the way you get the tiles is really clever because there's this Ankh pawn, right?
Hmm.
Egyptian theme, whatever. Um, and when you take a tile, the tiles have directions on them. essentially. And when you take a tile, the pawn follows the direction on the tile.
Okay.
And then the way the pawn is pointing, that is the row of tiles diagonally, vertically, horizontally that your opponent has to select from for their turn. So it adds a layer to selecting the tiles. It's really, really fascinating. Not only are you trying to get the tile you want, but you're looking ahead to, if I take this tile, how does that set up my opponent for what tiles
Right.
they have access to? So that's a nice little twist that makes it a little,
Hmm.
that adds some cleverness and adds some really fun gameplay. So that's cool. I'll have to look at
Okay.
how they do that directional thing on the BGA. So
Fun.
thanks for that
Yeah.
recommendation.
I'm here for it. Oh,
Yeah, and
lots of good
Indecision
things.
says because BGA lets them play more, they appreciate some games more, and that's a great
Yeah.
point too.
No, absolutely. I could definitely see that. Like jumping in and, you have the time to learn it versus having to like lay out a whole game and stuff. You can just jump on and figure it out. So, no, I totally get that. And
Yeah,
yeah, dead last again, making decisions. Sorry. Appreciation for games. It's true because there's some games I'd probably be like, oh, like I don't have time to get a table or, it's just not on my list. But yeah, just popping on here quickly or something like this. Yeah, it definitely makes things easier.
absolutely. Well,
Look at
thanks
that.
everybody for your
So,
input and your comments.
yeah.
I
Before we
added some favorites in BGA while you were chatting, so I appreciate that.
So that's good. Yeah, definitely we can revisit. The next podcast drops next week.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, my brain is like next week. So next Wednesday, and I know people have been asking, and this is Suzanne's expertise, but Apple,
Let's watch
Google,
how we use that term.
sorry. Oh, of the duo, I'm like the video person. Suzanne is the podcast person. So I edit the videos, I do all the video stuff. Suzanne does the podcast stuff. I know people had mentioned they were having difficulty accessing it on Apple, Google Podcast.
Working on it. The Google
Okay.
one I'm looking into because we should be up there already, but
Okay.
Apple has an approval cycle, which actually I need to ping them on because it's been a
Yeah.
couple of weeks
Because
now.
they said it
So
should be, they said it's about a month. It takes about a month.
it takes about a month, right? So I'm
Mhm.
gonna be following up on that so that we can get live on those feeds. We do have if you go to like our Twitter account, or I'm not sure what's on our Twitch account here, we have a link tree, and there is a link to our podcast like
We should add
page
it
on
here. We haven't
Libsyn,
added it here.
so that you can find the RSS feed if you are interested in listening to it via like your podcatcher, or of course, Mandy's doing the work to edit them, and we're recording while we record. We're video recording while we
Yes.
record our audio. And then Mandy's putting those videos on our YouTube channel. If you want to listen or watch on YouTube, you have that option as well. But yeah, for the art, I know I've heard from a number of people like we prefer to listen to podcasts. That's,
Yeah.
where they know us from and stuff like that. I am working on it. And thank you for your patience and your support and your interest. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
We're working on it.
And let us know if you watch the video, if you would like to continue seeing them. This is something we're just trying out, seeing how it goes. And if you're like, yeah, it's good, or you're like, no, we don't really think it adds value, please let us know. So you can email us questions or just to say, hey, we really like the games you talk about, anything at saltandsassgames@gmail.com. We'll try to have more information about the podcast on Twitch. We'll just have that somewhere in the bio or something so you can access it. I think that's it, Suzanne, unless there's anything else you wanted to talk about.
No, I think that's great. Thank you again, everybody, for your awesome suggestions. I hope you have a wonderful end of your week and a wonderful weekend. Hit
Wait,
us up online.
should we raid somebody? Gosh, I'm so bad at
Oh,
this.
yeah.
You would think
I
I
mean,
would know.
so yeah, Room 51 is live, but they're playing Phasmophobia, that horror game that you said I should play. Haha, as if.
You're like, no, thank you.
But Room 51, if you don't know them, they're awesome. And they do a lot of board game content, and I really like them. But they're playing Phasmophobia, so if you want to head over there, I don't know.
Okay, let me see. What's their screen name here?
Room 51 Live.
51 live. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do this wrong because I do it wrong. Nope, it's not working. Ugh, I'll figure it out one day.
Thank you, everybody. We will see you on this stream in a couple weeks. Hopefully, we'll see you on the podcast soon. We'll see you online. All that good stuff.
I might not be able to rate them. Yeah, it wouldn't come up when I tried to do it. So thank goodness for Amanda. She knows all the things here because
It's
I
so good.
suck.
Well, then we'll
All right.
just wrap it.
Yeah, all right. All right, everybody. Have a good night. Thanks for joining. Bye.